Kuzampala. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops. Embassy of India, Thimpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Cultural Center. Yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties and the whole Bhutan. So before recitation, so please try to care about the following of this COVID protocol. So even though we are getting vaccinations, first dose or second dose, even after that also, please try to follow safe physical distancing. First of all, avoid crowding. Like when you are in the crowd, try to wear face shields which can cover the total facial organs in a single go. And as well as do not touch any kind of surfaces, especially when you are in the crowds. Try to please carry your hand sanitizers, hand lotions, but give first priority to wash your hands with the available soap waters. Next one is do not count currency or papers, or for any region do not touch your tongue. Then second one is respiratory hygiene, very important. Like here we have three important factors. One is throat gargling technique. So by using estimodul powder or by using triphala churn, or you can add plain salt water also, acceptable hot water to clean the throat in a day 4 to 5 times or as per the requirement. Second one is nostril drops application, also very important. Anu taila or shadbindu taila, or you can use plain cow ghee also. Please remember only one drop to the each nostril, morning once, evening once, or at least evening once. So do not over apply these doses. You will get somewhat suffocating because of this practice. If you will use more, only one drop to the each nostril. Or please take some of the good notes when the people who knows this practice as well. So third important, very important factor is in a day try to go for more times steam inhalation, maybe 4 or 5 times or even 10 times also. But whenever you are using the steam inhalation, half minute to 30 seconds to 1 minute is enough. So that accordingly set your devices just next to your door. Whenever you are entering into the home, you can have this steam inhalation. So get refreshed, and after that you can enter, because steam inhalation, hot air can kill these bacterial cells, viral cells, and related issues very quick and very easily, because the kind of virus will stay paranasal cavities or parasinal cavities more time. So hot air can kill the viral cells very easily. Next one is as we mentioned that sleep also very important. 6 to 8 hours of sleep or 1 more hour sleep required when you are more active in front of your screens in your regular activities. That 1 hour sleep may be recommended afternoon sleep before your lunch hour, what we call power nap or yoga nidra. So somewhat it will give some relaxation to the body and mind towards your next further works. And vitamin A, vitamin D, and zinc based diets also very important, which are abundantly available in local fresh green leafy vegetables, fruits, milk related items and mushrooms. When you have no issues with the foods like allergies, so you can have this for vitamin A, C, D, and zinc based diets abundantly in your foods. So next one is home Ayurvedic kitchen remedies called turmeric, like honey, jaggery, ginger, dry ginger and ginger powder. Next one is ilachi, cinnamon, cumin and coriander, garlic, ajwain seed powder and ajwain seeds. Next one is hing and sulfotida and local shilajit and local cordyceps and green tea and local green leafy vegetables. So if you have dry leaves, according to the usage, you can use green teas also. Next one is important equipments called what we call kada chai preparation and golden milk preparation also very important. Simple tonics to create health. Especially in the mornings we can use kada chai, in the evenings we can use golden milk preparations. So these preparations are also very easy and very simple. The basic material are available in the market, because all these are organic way of methods to keep ourselves healthy. And please remember to take Chyawanprash also, which are having 45 different kind of Ayurvedic herbal remedies to create good health in the level of mucus, in the level of internal biles, in the level of internal wind. Okay, coming to the recitation, this recitation actually from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, it is saying that importance of the cleaning every day or at least weekly once, especially mouth to abdomen, what we call Jaladhauti Prakriya, Kasa, Swasa, Pleha, Kusta, Kapa, Rogamsha, Vinshatihi, Dhauti Karma Prabhavena, Prayante na Samsayaha. So here it is saying that Dhauti Karma, it is clearly mentioned that Dhauti Karma Prabhavena Prayanteva na Samsayaha means 20 types of phlegm level disorders totally eradicated because of this simple Dhauti technique, cleaning technique from mouth to abdomen. So here in this way we have 4 types of techniques called Jala Dhauti with the water, and Sutra Dhauti with the thread, and Vastra Dhauti with the cloth, and Pavana Dhauti with the air. According to the usage, according to the practitioner, according to the teacher, so you can learn many things regarding this kind of cleaning techniques. Not only here it's a cleaning technique, it's also good for the people who have been suffering from the repeated coughs or asthma or spleen or gland related issues, like skin related issues, and especially hormonal imbalances. For the people who have been seeing this kind of disorders, so for them it will be like a medicine. It is only cleaning, drinking of the water and intentional vomiting, but on that particular day we have to follow some kind of food restrictions also. But when you have free time to meet your yoga teacher personally, those who are having good knowledge on the Hatha Yoga total practices, try to please experience the changes after doing these practices. Okay, now here in this week, as we know that we are seeing the some of the good Ayurvedic methods for the uterine fibroids. As we know that these uterine fibroids are 4 types, and submucosal and intramural and subserosal and pedunculated fibroids. So no one knows the exact cause of this fibroids, but general concepts are like it's maybe like because of severe hormonal disturbances or abortion or pregnancy issues, pre-pregnancy issues. Or next one is heredity and genes and family history and junk foods and junk diets and over fatty diets and inactive passive life. So many factors like overweight also. We can say one of the causes, but no one knows exactly what is the exact reason for this uterine fibroids. The second one is symptoms. As we know that heavy pain in the groin area and pelvic area and lower back and lower abdomen and menstrual bleeding and irregular menstruations as well as repeated menstruations. Next one is some of the pregnancy level issues. Some people having the same kind of issues while they are going to urination also. So somewhat it's a kind of total inconvenience regarding the abdomen level and lower abdomen level. But when you notice this kind of things, immediately lower the high fat diet, immediately lower the carbohydrate diet, immediately lower the junk foods and excess of salts. And please remember to avoid non-vegetarians, all forms of non-vegetarians at least 3 months to 6 months time, because be very light in the diet also. Okay, and now coming to next important segment is medicines. Some of the medicines, as we know that in the Ayurveda, Tripalas are very simple and very effective medicines. Tripalas are very simple and very effective medicines. Then after that, Kanchanala Gugulu or Mandura Basma or Punarnava Mandura or Vipalyadi Yoga or Prajanantaka Churna, Prajanantaka Basma or Ashoka. Next one is Chandra Prabhavati, Udambara and Ashwagandha preparations, some of the combinations with the Ashwagandha. Next one is Haridra, Haridra Khan. These are also very simple preparations in Ayurveda to get rid of this situation. But still in Ayurveda and home remedies, coming to home remedies, we have very simple preparation called plain coconut water. It's a tasteless coconut water or non-sweeteners coconut water. So it's a kind of very tender coconut water with adding of honey, then with the adding of Sugandhi Pala root powder. Sugandhi Pala, what we call Nannari. It's a root powder. So according to the user, it can be work, but especially these will create some of the cooling sensation inside, because if you have this kind of abdominal issues, please remember to take more water. If that water also related to coconut water or sugar cane, so somewhat you will get relaxation from the problem. What we call coconut water and coconut itself called as generally we know that poshaka yanaka. Poshaka yanaka means it's a wholesome, one of the wholesome foods. So next one is, please remember to take sugar cane powder and the same sugar cane juice with the same powder form of Sugandhi Pala root powder, as well as you can add honey or not, it's your wish. But please remember to take these two practices. Like you can use only one practice for one day, but if you have diabetes, now these practices may not suitable to you. And tomorrow when we are meeting here, the same place, same topic, we will see still more good application in Ayurveda for the same complication called fibroids. Then let's join to the yoga class now. And coming to yoga exercises, so today we have chair yoga. So according to your body weight, you can use 2 chairs or you can use 1 chair, but be aware of that like a chair's strength and the way how we are doing. Okay, yes, take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. So today's exercise also very simple and very easy. Anyone can easily follow these exercises. Alright, so take a long, deep inhalation and exhalation. Alright, then slightly get back to the chair's backrest. Then after that, fold your right leg. Then see your abdominal region must receive some sort of pressure because of the thigh. Then try to completely press your abdomen with your thigh. Then after that, try to keep stretch, turn your right leg thigh to the left side. Then very slowly attach your left hand at your outside of your right thigh to turn the body more. So according to your convenience, then few seconds turn your abdomen and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly come back, then relaxation. So this somewhat it will comes under variation of Ardha Matsyendrasana. And opposite side, same exercise, fold your leg, completely press your abdomen. Then here also with your other arm support, like slightly press your thigh towards the abdominal region. Then after that, put your right hand outside of your left knee to turn to press your abdomen more. And here few seconds turn your head and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again very slowly release and slowly relaxation. Enough. Just manage a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Alright, then slowly come forward from the chair. Keep your both the hands on the handle level or on the bottom. So choose your convenient way. So this is also a kind of abdominal pressing, especially lower abdominal press. So it requires some strength also on the hands, but okay, it is very easy. Now fold your right leg on the left thigh edge. See that heel must come towards the lower abdominal region. Alright, both the hands must come on the chair's bottom part. Right, while drag the body forward, try to press the abdomen and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly release and relaxations. Enough, come back. And opposite side, same thing, fold your leg. Then same thing, completely press the abdomen with your alternate leg thigh and few seconds stay. 1, 2, 3 and 4, relaxation. Enough, come back. So for the next exercise, so I would like to request my video technician to come on my right side or left side. Alright, now very simple exercise. First stretch your one leg forward and fold one leg. So here also apply the same kind of dragging technique and drag the body, then completely press the abdomen. It's a kind of simple pressing, and here try to put your chin or forehead on the knee and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then very slowly lift your chin and head Then very slowly come back, rest and relaxation enough. And opposite side, same thing, change the leg style and stretch your leg forward. And the same thing, press the abdomen and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly get back to normal. Then one long pause. So for the hands, it may be required to give one stretching exercise because hands are getting straight in these previous postures. Okay, take a long, deep, slow inhalation, exhalation. Alright, almost the same kind of abdominal pressing but in the other way. So here you can use the chair's bottom part for hand rest, or you can choose chair's handles for your hand rest. Alright, and now lift the body, then slowly stretch the legs forward, then turn towards right or left side. Once completely give a squeeze on the concerned abdominal part and stay here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then slowly come back. Then opposite side, same thing, completely turn and stay now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Relaxation enough. One long pause. Inhalation. Then very slowly come back to normal. Then exhalation. Just long, slow inhalation and exhalation. Today we have last posture. That's also very simple exercise. Alright, the same thing here. Both the legs together, both the hands on the chair handle or at the chair's bottom level. But be very confident by doing this exercise. Just lift the body up, don't lift the legs. And here try to lift your right or left leg up. Press the knee towards the abdomen. Try to put your chin or forehead on the knee and stay now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then very slowly come back. Few seconds rest. One long pause. And opposite side, same thing, lift the body, alternate leg up, try to put your chin or forehead on the knee and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly withdraw from the practices. Then take a long, slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. So because of this previous body almost like a forward bend, we require to do one back bend. So hold the chairs. Back rest on the top or at the middle. Turn the shoulders completely back and lift your chest up. Expand your chest and lift your chin and stay here for a while. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Relaxation. Then very slowly come back. Then long and slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. Alright, now it's a time for our pranayama breathing exercises. And as we know that breathing also has its own impact on the regular health. But the way how practitioner is doing is very important thing. So right, before pranayama we have the important sloka recitation. So take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyadham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Sandh Sandh Sandhi. Then hands down. So today's practices is very simple and very easy. One is Sitali Pranayam, second one is Sitkari Pranayam. As we know that Sitali Pranayam and Sitkari Pranayam both are very good pranayamas to giving some cooling effect inside the body, so that if you have any issues with the cold or phlegm level issues or like infections in the lungs, so for the people who are having this kind of issues may not perform immediately, but they require some of this paid work, like some of the pre-exercises also. But here in generally this kind of pranayamas will give some soothing effect inside the body. It's also good for the people who are having this kind of internal grandhi or gland related issues. So actually internal like fibroids issue also is a kind of grandhi dosha. Grandhi dosha means it's a kind of internal like liver-like organs, liver or pancreas or gonads, like it will not, if it will not really function well, some disturbances may arise. So for that, so this kind of pranayams are very good. So right, keep your body straight and Sitani pranayam. Just take your tongue out. Inhale with the folded tongue and exhale with the nose. And second stroke. And slowly breathe out with the nose. Third stroke. Then very slowly breathe out with the nose. Last stroke. Then take a long, slow, deep exhalation. But the people who cannot fold the tongue, so they can do next practices, Sitkari practices. So this pranayama is also for the cooling technique. Then keep both the jaws together and just open the lips and inhalation through the edges of the teeth. Then slowly breathe out with the nose. And second count inhalation. And slowly complete breathe out. Third count inhalation. Then slowly completely breathe out. Fourth count inhalation. And slowly complete breathe out. Last count inhalation. And breathe out with the nose. Alright, these two pranayamas also good for the people who are having the repeated thrust and repeated hunger. Means it will control the thrust, unwanted thrust, and it will control the unwanted hunger also. Also it will counteract, the benefits also counteracts the poisons. Then after finishing your pranayam practices, if you know well about the dharana practices, please do dharana properly, dharana exercises properly, or if you know Trataka Abhyasas concentration exercises, please do them properly. Once you will be able to finish these two dharana exercises or Trataka Abhyasas, still more time may be required to give relaxation to the body and mind through the forms of yoga nidra or power nap. If once you will be able to finish your total yoga curriculum in 1 hour or at the recommended time, so based on the strength level in the practices, based on the intensity in the practices, it may require half an hour time or 15 minutes time to take bath and further 10 minutes time to take breakfast. In the afternoon before your lunch hour, please try to see all the possibilities how to take a power nap or yoga nidra. Even though if you are in the offices, on the chairs also you can perform this kind of relaxing techniques to improve your concentration on further works, and it will improve the focus levels, and it will regenerate the body, and it will basically improve the productivity from you. And in the evening, once you will totally free from your all activities and affairs before your dinner time, and see all possibilities how to take a yoga class, self-yoga class, self-practice, including yoga back bends, including yoga inversion postures, and including yoga breathing exercises. So tomorrow when we are meeting here the same place for the same region, we will see still more good application in Ayurveda as well as in yoga also. We will do some very simple and easiest practices which will be beneficial to all. Thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also.